What is going on, you guys? I'm back with another video. Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series, Transformers 1 Alpha Trion. So before we get to the figure, let's go to the box. We have a nice shot here of Alpha Trion in his robot mode and his beast mode. He is from Transformers 1. On this side of the box, you have a nice big piece of artwork on his robot mode. On this side, you have the cave and the continuance of his artwork. On the back, you have your obligatory product shots, his transformation steps, his one-sentence bio, and the scene that he appeared in the movie. So that is it for the box. You do get his beast tail done in translucent pink, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 translucent rubber spike tips. So, here is Alpha Trion. There we go. In his beast mode, this light will sit still. Give me a sec. Okay. Nope. Okay, so here he is in his beast mode. And this is probably the most underwhelming part of the figure, just despite his legs. But let's take a closer look at his head sculpt. Decent looking head sculpt. Focus. I decapitated him. Hold on. Okay, there we go. But, yeah, it's not bad. Mine does not like staying tapped in. Articulation-wise, his head here can move up and down. You've got mouth. His neck is on a ball joint. But again, his neck is a little finicky. You have bicep bend here, bicep rotation here, paw movement. Yeah, his torso doesn't like staying tabbed together. The back legs can go backwards, in and out, knee bend, just that. You really can't get a lot of poses with him. If you want to tab his arm, you can get some more beast pose movement, but I got lucky this guy was holding on to this pose for so long. Like, I got really lucky he was holding on to this as long as he was. Yeah, it just doesn't want to. Now, I think this is supposed to either tab in right here. Because if it's supposed to tab in right there, that would make more sense. But I think it tabs in to the port here on the back of his neck. So, yeah. Now let's give him... I'm going to take this part of his tail off, just so you can see what he looks like with the horn. And then I will plug the tail in. I will plug the tail in. Okay. Get him standing back in his beast mode. Oh, if you don't stay tabbed together. There he is. For beast mode comparison, here he is with the mainline deluxe Transformers 1 Alpha Trion. You can see how they look together. This is done better in terms of a beast mode. And don't mind the horn and the tail, I painted it. And just because I have them here for robot mode comparisons, here they are with the blockies Cogless, Orion, and B127. And here they are with, or here he is with Voyager Sentinel and Deluxe Optimus in their robot boats. Oh, there's that. And then finally, here he is with Age of the Primes, Alpha Trion. Overall, I think Beast Mode is not my favorite mode. The neck barely holds into place. I hate these legs. I wish they were more like the main line, because I do not like this Beast Mode. So let's take this out, and we're gonna go to robot mode. All right, so here is Alpha Trion in his robot mode, and yeah, the robot mode is definitely better than the Beast Mode. So let's get a close-up look at his head sculpt. Very nice, very accurate to how it looked in the movie. Primarily purple plastic with some gray paint on the face. But yeah, let's raise this up a little. There we go. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint here at the neck, so arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. They're very tight. We've got a bicep rotation here and a bicep rotation here. Nothing at the wrist. Got a nice elbow bend. Thankfully, you do have a waist. Hips can go forward. They can go back, in and out. Thigh rotation here at the knee. Decent knee bend. And toe tilt. But no ankle. That, I will talk about that in a minute. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves about this figure. Second to this thing not staying completely tapped in, but despite that, he looks really good. Now let's bring in his tail. He can hold it as a club. You can take the spikes out. Take this back out. Let's go plug these into these spots here on his body, where he would have those little spikes. And there. Now he's got his spikes here, and he's got his spikes here. And if you take the unicorn horn from Beast Mode, plug it back into the front peg here on the back, now he can lash you with a hard purple crystal tail. If you don't want him to use it in robot mode, you can just plug it back into where it was in Beast Mode. It acts as stability. But, yeah. I'll plug this into his hand and just keep it there. So now, for compare, actually no, what gives with this? Why does he not have ankles? For comparison with Alpha Trion, here he is with the Transformers 1 mainline Deluxe Alpha Trion. Now this looks a lot better because this is a clean version of his robot mode that doesn't have the battle damage here, none of that. Here's my biggest complaint. $46 altogether with tax and all that. I paid $20. I don't even think $20 for this. Decent ankle tilt or knee bend, and then he's got ankles and good heels. So why is this $20 Deluxe got better leg articulation than this almost $50 Voyager? DNA will be saving this figure when they reveal their set for this version of Alpha Trion, because that set does have an ankle. So, there's that. for the rest of the comparisons, here he is with the cogless blockies, Orion and B127. So you can see how they scale. How they scaled in the movie versus before they were upgraded. So there's that. Here is Deluxe B127. Here is Voyager Sentinel. And I put the stock wings back on because I decided I was going to get the DNA set. The 3D printed wings, they gave out on, they won't even hold out in this pose anymore, so there he is with Sentinel. Fall on your foot, face Sentinel. Here he is with the Deluxe Optimus. You can see they're just about the same height. So, I don't know. He could have been dealt better. And then finally, here he is with the Age of the Primes Alpha Trion. So you can see how they look together. The better Alpha Trion, personally. Fall on your face. I don't care. Overall, what do I think of the Studio Series Transformers 1 Alpha Trion? Outside of his legs, I can't say anything positive about a lot of this. I wish he had some more paint. Especially we're paying almost $50 for this thing. He could have had ankles. He could have had a little more paint. But I don't know. I think the lack of ankles just personally killed my vibe of this figure. I've gotten so spoiled with modern articulation in the modern day, it's not even funny. But no ankles on a Voyager is crazy baffling to me. But he's not a bad figure, he just deserves better. So, let me know what you guys think about this figure down in the comment section below. This has been the review of the Transformers Studio Series Transformers 1 Alpha Trion. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later.